now is senior number 13, and following the freshman number 14, and following the sophomore number 15, Josie. And then following junior number 35, Kat Pendergrass. Tigers are encouraged by the coach, both assistant coach, Donald Bishop. And contrary to popular opinion of number of people in the stands, there are only 3 officials in tonight's game. The officials will deal the balls, the spectators will support the athletes, the coaches will do the coaching, and the players will do the playing. Thank you for your cooperation. Let's play basketball.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Sperling Gymnasium for tonight's game between the Tigers of USN. They're in the all-white uniforms with garnet trim, Columbia blue lettering, against the Panthers of Franklin Road Academy in the familiar navy blue, white trim, white lettering. Joining me tonight in the booth is the great Aiden Savona. Aiden, welcome to the broadcast.
It's good to be here, Dr. Fitz.
Great to have you. To jump it up for USN, it's going to be Leah Payne against Turner for FRA. And the Tigers have the opening tip. Kat Pendergrass has it in the corner, gets it out to Kate Vaughn. Over to Josie Whelan. Now Leah Payne has it, drives to the right, puts up a shot. And before the shot was released, foul was called. Foul's on Hart, and that'll be her first. Just 10 seconds into the action. Kate gets it into Leah. Leah kicks it out. Margaret McKay with a ball fake, and she traveled. So the Tigers turn it over, and the Panthers will have it on the sideline. Tigers in a man-to-man defense to open the action. Cycling it around the perimeter is Turner. She gets it over to Takahashi. Putting it on the floor now is Meads. And she lost it. Vaughn comes away with it. Tries to get it over to Whelan. Whelan gets it to Leah Payne. Leah over to Kat. Tigers settle into the half-court offense. Here's Kate. One dribble. Picks it up. Leah with a ball fake. Gets to the elbow. Shot is well short. And the Panthers have the rebound. They push it back the other way with Takahashi. Bounce pass into the lane to Hart. Left-hand layup. No good. The putback by Turner is good. And the Panthers open the scoring at 2-0. They're trying to trap Leah Payne. She gets it over to Kate. Leah now with the basketball, working the other way for USN. Gets it across the right side of the half-court stripe. Settles into the half-court offense. Gets a screen from McKay. Spinning right, she's free. Oh, with the layup spun out. And the Panthers bring it back the other way. Meads pulls up for 3. Got it. No doubt about that one. And the Panthers' early lead is 5 as they settle into the man-to-man pressure defense. Josie gets it into Kate. Kate with a skip pass to Leah. Leah gets it back to Kate. Kate advances across half court. Finds Margaret McKay. Margaret McKay is free. Attacking the baseline. It's deflected out of bounds. And the Tigers will keep it. Box is the call. The players know what it means. The players settle into a box formation. Screens are set everywhere. Cat's free. An 8-footer is good. And the Tigers are on the board. A delay of game warning is administered to the rapscallion Kate Vaughn for touching the ball after the basket was scored. She has been duly warned by the officiating crew. Score is 5-2 in favor of the Panthers. They bring it back the other way. Scoreboard showing 6 minutes and 5 seconds left in the opening period. Long three-pointer on the way for Meads. This one short. Takahashi bats it out of bounds. And the Tigers have the basketball. 5-2 remains the score. Panthers pressuring the sideline inbounds pass. They get it forward to Margaret. She was fouled. No call. It's deflected out of bounds. So the Tigers will have it. Leah Payne to throw it in just past the half-court stripe. Gets it to Kate. Kate dribbling left, going for a steal, not getting it. They call a deflection. Kate passes over, gets it to Leah Payne. Leah able to pull up. No, she kicks it out to Kat. Kat's fouled from behind. And that's going to be the second foul, I believe, on Hart very quickly here. Just over, oh no, excuse me, they called a foul on Comiskey. Looked to me like it was on Hart, but the official saw it the other way. So Kat goes to the foul line. She will shoot 2. The first free throw is no good. And the second free throw is just off the back iron, no good. Takahashi, pressured by Vaughn, picks it up. Gets it over to Comiskey. Comiskey gets it over to Mead. She tries another 3, spins out, no good. Ball's loose on the floor. Kat secures it and outlets down the middle to Leah Payne. Leah gets the screen from Josie, works opposite. Trying to find Margaret McKay underneath. The pass was batted away by Turner, and the Panthers hustle back the other way. Leah looking to get a stop. Bounce pass into the lane. A foul is called. Will it be on Kate or will it be on Leah? I thought Leah had a clean block, but that Kate may have gotten her with the body, and that's how the official sees it. So the foul will be the first on Kate and the first on the Tigers. 5 minutes and 19 seconds left in the first quarter. Score remains 5-2. Did that go to shoot one-handed? Is that what I saw? I thought I saw her put her left hand behind her back. I'm not going crazy if I didn't see that. I've never seen anyone do that. That's exactly what happened. Another one-hand free throw. This one is good. 6-2 now the score. Here comes Leah in a 2-on-2. Can she make the reverse layup? Oh, a circus shot from Leah Payne and nearly went down. The rebound's loose. She's fighting for it. It goes out of bounds and the Tigers will keep it. Tremendous hustle from Leah Payne on the offensive glass. Kate Vaughn calls out the offense. 3 Tigers under the basket. 2 set a screen for Kat. A foul is called. It's going to be a foul for a moving screen against USN. It's on Margaret. Her first. And here come the Panthers back the other way. It's Comiskey working from right to left. Gets past Kate, pulls up short in the lane. Shot missed everything. And standing on the line was the rebounding Panther. I believe it was Meads. No, excuse me, that was Pritchett. So the Tigers have it. Working against the pressure defense once again. Kat looking for help. Finds Leah Payne. Good pass. Leah swarmed by 3 defenders. Gets it over to Kat. Kat puts it on the floor. Gets it to Margaret in the corner. Margaret over to Kate. They've got her for traveling again. So a couple of traveling violations in the early going for USN. They trail 6-2. Hanging around in the game, but struggling on the offensive end thus far to put points on the board. The defense has done well with keeping in the game, though. Tessa Chomsky, number 24, checks in for the Tigers. As does Olivia Hess, number 11. 3-pointer again on the way. Too strong, no good. Kat fights for the rebound. Kat's down on the floor, and the rebound comes back to the Panthers. Working against Florence Comiskey. She gets free, but the shot is off to the right, no good. The putback from Pritchett is good, and FRA extends their lead to 6 points at 8-2. Kat thinks about trying to get it to Tessa, gets it to Kate instead. She gets it back. Kate Vaughn couldn't handle the pass from Kat. It's a turnover, but losing it out of bounds was Comiskey, and the Tigers will have it back. 4 minutes, 13 seconds left in the first quarter. 8-2 remains the score. Here's Kate to throw it in. Threads the needle to Leah Payne. Leah trying to get free from Takahashi. Spinning to the right. Shot in the lane. Gets the shooter's roll. And it's back to a 4-point margin at 8-4. Hustling the other way is Meads. Gets it over to Takahashi. She'll try a 3. Short. Kat gets the rebound on the hop and shuttles it over to Leah. Leah jogs it over. Now crosses over. Gets a screen from Kat. Gets to the elbow. Looks to kick it out. She does. Olivia Hess working against the defensive Pritchett. Now Kat has it in the low post. Extra pass to Kate. The shot was too strong. No good. Here come the Panthers the other way. Takahashi pulls it down. Leah Payne with a steal. Tigers may have numbers the other way. It looks like a one-on-one. Leah attacks the basket. Layup is no good. Can she get her own rebound? She ties it up. We're going to have a jump ball Alternate possession at this juncture in favor of the Panthers. So FRA gets it back. Josie Wheeler checks back into the game. She will give Cat a breather. Score remains 8-4. FRA out in front. The shooting instructions in the backcourt is Comiskey as the Panthers set up the half-court offense. They move it around outside the three-point line. They attack the basket. A great block by Leah Payne. And it fell out of bounds. So the Panthers keep it. We'll get a short rest. Wide open in the corner is Takahashi. Never saw her. Three-pointer on the way from the opposite side is no good. The rebound is batted around. It heads to the baseline. The Panthers get it back. Another three-point try for Meads is on the way. No good. Bouncing into the corner is the rebound. Olivia Hess tries to gather it. She can't do it. The Panthers come out with it. Getting into the lane now is Meads. And there's going to be a foul, which I believe will be a non-shooting foul. Foul's on Kate, which is her second in the first quarter. Checking back in now is Hart. Tigers may have switched to a zone here. This is a zone look on defense. They get it in the lane. Bank shot, no good. Kate Vaughn skies for the rebound, and she's got it. Finds Olivia Hess. Olivia trying to get to the right sideline, and she was fouled. So the pace has slowed here a little bit, Aiden, after a very rapid start. Scoreboard showing 8-4. What have you seen thus far?
Well, I've seen the posts come out of the game, and when they were posting and toasting, we see them come out of the game and they lose a little bit of height, and then we see not one, not two, but three offensive rebounds. The drive they come out for. We'll see them come back in shortly, and we'll see them take control once again of the paint to really get more rebounds and more shot opportunities.
Josie Whelan had a nice shot opportunity just then. She was fouled on the way up and will shoot two. In an effort to reduce the deficit to as little as 2 points. First free throw just off to the right, no good. Leah Payne will check back into the game with Liv O'Hara, seeing her first action of the evening. Kate and Olivia head to the bench for the moment. Josie steps in, second free throw is good. So it's 8-5 now. Panthers have the basketball. Their lead is a single possession. They get it to the post. Shot is too strong, no good. Leah has the rebound. Gets it forward to Josie. Josie over to Tessa. Tessa with a long two-pointer. Banks it off the backboard, no good. Takahashi the rebound. Comiskey gets it forward to Meads. She's been the shooter thus far in the early going. Takahashi gets it down low. Panthers clearly intent on getting a little bit closer to the basket, but Takahashi tries a three, no good. A nice box out from Tessa Chomsky, but there's going to be a foul, I believe, on USN. No, excuse me, it's on FRA. So we're headed the other way. Each side has 4 personal fouls here in the first quarter. Josie to throw it in. They're trying to get it to Leah Payne, and they do. Her pass is stolen by Meads. Meads pulls up from 9 feet, no good. Rebound is deflected, but the Panthers come away with it. This time trying a three-pointer is Comiskey, it's no good. McKay with the basketball now. They try to tie her up, but it's another foul in the backcourt for the Panthers. This one on Pritchett. And the Tigers will see if they can break the press this time. With the margin again, one single three-point shot at 8-5. They get it to Leah. Leah's working against 2 defenders. She splits them both. Now picks it up, gets it over to Josie. They get it down low to McKay. Her shot is off the back rim, no good. Liv gets the rebound. Puts it on the floor, it's poked out of bounds. Tigers keep it. Long pass to Leah, hits the mark. She gets to the block, puts up a one-hander, no good, gets her own rebound. Looks to the outside, gets it to Margaret. With a ball fake, and the pass is stolen. But it goes out of bounds, Tigers are going to keep it. Pritchett got a hand on it, but couldn't bring it in. Tigers get it back just past the half-court stripe. Coach Schule's a little dissatisfied with the disorganization right now, calls for time, 30-second timeout. 1 minute, 7 seconds left in the first quarter. 8-5 is the USN deficit. Aiden, FRA is always a tough opponent, but we're doing well to stay close in the game.
Yeah, you know, what we're doing well is we're pushing well up the court. We're feeding our post. Now that's going to cause them to come in and give us, and then we can pass out to get more outside shots, which, yes, are lower probability, but we can get those, so we can get more shots of more quantity. And that's really what it's all about, is getting up more shots. The more shots you put up, the more shots will go in.
Tigers have made clear, and the Panthers no doubt understand very well, that the focus of the Tiger offense is going to be Leah Payne, number 13. And just as he said, as the defense swarms around her, we're going to need people on the outside to make shots after the ball is kicked out from that low post. Three-pointer on the way from Bradshaw is short. Offensive rebound, but trying to steal it are the Tigers, and it's batted out of bounds. So FRA keeps it. Under a minute now left in the first quarter. 8-5 remains the score. Lobbing it into Pritchett. Now needs it. Her shot's blocked, and the Tigers come away with it. Josie Wheeler with a clean catch before it went out of bounds. They get it forward to O'Hara. Margaret calls for the ball, but the pass is too late and it's stolen. Liv tries to steal it back. It's kicked out of bounds. And they signal it's Panther basketball. It was a close one. I couldn't see whose shoe it went off of. But FRA will keep it. Throwing it in will be Turner. They throw it into the backcourt. Meads with the basketball working against Leah Payne. Trying to cross her over. Can't do it. Tremendous defense. Meads picks it up now. Gets it back. Looking down to the low post, nothing there. They try to lob it in. It's going to be a 3-second call. And the Tigers have it back with just under 22 seconds left in the opening frame. Leah gets it into Liv. Tigers with a 2-on-3. They get it to Margaret. Can she make the layup? No, but she's fouled. Turner committed the foul at the body. You can see it clearly. So Margaret goes to the line for 2. In a very quiet gym, that first free throw is just short. Second free throw is good. Score is now 8-6 in favor of FRA as the final moments start ticking off the clock here in the first quarter. We're inside 10 seconds. Takahashi over Bradshaw. Margaret McHale with a steal with 5. They try to get in the front court but can't. They get it to Tessa. Can she get a shot away? No, she can't. And the first quarter harmlessly comes to a close. With the score, FRA 8, USN 6. Low scoring first quarter, Aiden.
Yeah, it certainly is. Now we're seeing FRA. They're a solid team, and we're seeing USN come out. And what they're going to have to do, they cannot trade points with this team. They're going to have to force mistakes and capitalize on said mistakes, and really just get that ball to the basket after they force a turnover or a defensive rebound.
Tigers have done very well on the defensive end. I can't remember when precisely it was that the Panthers got their 8th point of the day, but it was quite a long time ago. It was an 8-2 score at some point. Tigers scored the last 4 over the first quarter, but it was in no great haste that those 4 points were scored. So the pace of scoring has been quite slow, and the Tigers have the last 4 points. and only a 2-point deficit. As we prepare to start the second quarter, it's Tiger basketball. They get it forward to Margaret. Margaret attacks the basket trying to get a layup. Her shot is too strong, no good. Rebound remains loose for a moment, but coming away with it was Turner. Here comes FRA to fire it down to the low post. Coming out of there with it is Pritchett. She kicks it out to Takahashi. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound is well contested by O'Hara and pulled in by Whelan. Leah walks it to the other side of the court, looking for a screen from Tessa Chomsky. Fires it underneath to McKay. McKay gets a handle on it at last. Takahashi tried to take it away from Leah. Leah covers it up on the floor, and a jump ball is called. Leah took a little bit of a hit there. She's going to go talk with Kaylin and check out of the game for just a moment. So it's FRA moving the other way with the basketball now. They've got a 2-point lead. One dribble and a pull-up. Shot no good from Hart. Offensive rebound from Turner, and she's fouled on the way up by Whelan. Whelan was a little bit out of position there on the rebound and forced to commit the foul, which prevented the layup. And we'll see the familiar style of the one-handed free throw from Turner. It is good. FRA restores their lead to 3 points at 9-6. Second free throw bounces high into the air. Is no good. Cat saves it, but Takahashi comes out there with it. They get it underneath to Turner. Cat going for a block. Did force an adjustment of the shot. It was no good. Three-pointer now on the way. No good again. Panthers have missed their last several from outside three-point range. Oh, they've had good looks. USN may get burned if they're not careful. Comiskey launches again. No good. Kat skies for the rebound. She's got that one. Drops it off to Josie. Here come the Tigers the other way. Live up the left sideline. Moving quickly. Lobs it down low to Margaret. Kicks it back out. Liv thinks about a shot from the elbow. Pulls it down instead. Tries to split the defenders and has it taken away. So the Panthers now with the basketball in a 3-point lead. Hand check is called. They're going to get Liv with that one. Her first. Panthers to throw it in from under the offensive goal. So they do. Takahashi has it. Gets it back to the inbounds passer. That's Comiskey. Her bank shot is good. And the Panthers have the first 3 points here of the third quarter. Their lead is 11-6. Going for a steal. They don't get one. Margaret launches it forward to Kat. Kat dragged that second foot. She knew it. So the Panthers had it back once more. The lead now is 5. They get it now to the high post, and coming wide open underneath this Pritchett, she lays it in. The Tigers all swarmed up to the high post. They're freeing up Pritchett underneath. She converted the layup, and it's 13-6 now, with the Panthers enjoying their largest lead of the evening. Kat shoots a three. Ooh, looked good from here, but it didn't go. And they've got Kate Vaughn with a foul in the backcourt. That's her third. She's not happy about the call. She tried to tie it up. Leah Payne, good to see her back at the scorer's table. She checks in, replacing Kate. Here comes FRA now. Hustling the other way is Comiskey. They get it to Meads. Meads with a little spin dribble. Gets into the corner. Leah Payne went flying into the air and fouled Turner. It is the 7th foul of the first half, so FRA will be shooting bonus free throws for the remainder of the first half. This is a 1-on-1 situation. Turner makes the first. So it's a 6-0 run to start the quarter for FRA. Second free throw is long and caroms out of bounds. The official looked around as if he didn't know to whom he should award the basketball. He awards it to the Panthers. They set up 4 players at the foul line, trying to screen for somebody to shoot a 3. Instead, it's a pull-up 16-footer from Meads. It's no good. Kat gets the rebound. Her outlet goes to Margaret, and from there to Leah Payne. Leah off the right side. Leah trying to free herself, gets a screen, but didn't have enough time to make use of it. Margaret over to Josie, wants it back, couldn't quite get it in time. Again, Margaret found herself free, but for the second time in a small number of possessions, the pass arrived just a bit too late. And she wasn't able to knock down the layup that would have been coming her way. They've got a foul on Liv in the backcourt for a defense that is a little bit too aggressive. And so it's the 8th team foul on USN, second on Liv. And a one-on-one upcoming for Comiskey. She converts the front end. Now a 9-point game in favor of the Panthers. Second free throw is good as well. Scoreboard showing 16-6 with the Panthers out in front. Loose pass, Kat comes away with it, spinning forward, nice bounce pass to Josie. The layup just misses, she gets her own rebound, and she's fouled by Turner. Excuse me, they call the foul on Bradshaw, number 13, which will be her first, and the team's 8th. This is a shooting foul, so USN will shoot 2 in any case. The first is good. So USN stops the 8-0 run from FRA. It's now 16-7. Second free throw is too strong. Kat fighting for the rebound. Can she get it? It's on the floor. They tie it up. Kat tried to come out of there with it. Nearly did. But it's a jump ball, and USN will be awarded this possession. The referee places the ball in the waiting hands of Margaret McKay, and she sets the offense into motion. Long pass to Liv. Gets it over to Josie. Margaret trying to post up. Liv really running one-hander, no. The rebound is nearly taken away by Kat, but there's a foul in the backcourt. And Josie didn't like the call on that one. She thought she got a lot of basketball, and I have to agree with her from my vantage point up here. It is Josie's second foul and the team's 9th. So a one-on-one, 1-and-1, excuse me, again for Turner. It's too strong and no good. Leah has the rebound, and the Tigers hustle the other way. Leah fakes a crossover, nice move. Splits the defense, and a tremendous layup from Leah Payne. What an individual effort to get free. A couple of very nice moves freed her from the defense. And the Tigers have scored to make it 16-9. Having it on the baseline now is Hart. Tries a skip pass to Josh Stoughton at the scorer's table. But that won't do for the Panthers. The Tigers have it back after the turnover, trailing by 7 points, looking to cut in to the Panther lead. Couple of substitutions for FRA. Long pass over to Liv. She's got it. Crosses over half court. Gets it to Leah. Gets it back. Nice pass, and she's fouled. That was a nicely executed offensive possession for the Tigers. And they head back to the foul line, trailing by 7. Hoping to enter into double figures. And their hopes are realized. As Liv knocks down the first free throw, and the Tigers' deficit is down to 6 at 16-10. Second free throw short. Kat does a nice job tapping the rebound to a teammate. Liv has it again. Now Leah has it just outside the three-point line. Crosses over to the left, pulls up, gets it over to Kat. Kat with a long two-pointer. Just off the mark, no good. Leah has it, tries to, no, she passes it to Margaret. Looked like it was going to be a floater. She had a second thought. Leah trying to get to the baseline. Nice work underneath. The shot won't go. Kat has it now, gets it back to Leah. Leah puts it up and puts it in. Very great work from the Tigers underneath. Kat and Leah doing a tremendous job to battle for the rebounds. Panthers moving on the perimeter. Means is going to try again. Her shot's long. It's headed to the baseline, but the Panthers keep it. Hart gets it out to Takahashi. Now Bradshaw moves it around the outside to Mead. She thinks about another three. She tries to put it on the floor, but she travels. And just like that, the momentum belongs to USN. They've scored the last 6, and they've got the basketball again after another Panther turnover. Josie checks out for the moment. Tessa Chomsky back in the game. Leah hustles over to the sideline from where she'll throw it in. A couple of Panthers check back into the game at the last moment. Their lead is 4. It's Tiger basketball. Liv has it now, bringing it up towards the right side, just right of center. Gets it to Margaret. Margaret trying to free herself. Tried to get a bounce pass to Kat. Was a little bit out of control. And they've got a Panther touching the basketball on the baseline, so the Tigers have it back. Coach Jules, with great intensity, calls out the play. Tigers looking to set a screen for a shooter. They can't find it. They get it to Liv underneath. Liv traveled. Tough break for the Tigers, and the Panthers have it back. 2 minutes, 54 seconds left in the first half. It's FRA 16, USN 12. Sprinting forward is Comiskey. Takahashi gets it underneath the Turner, gets it back. Now they shuttle it around to the outside. Hart gets it to push it, long pass to Takahashi. Thinking about a shot is Comiskey, and a low missile bank shot finds its way to the bottom, and the Panthers stop the Tiger run for the moment. 18-12, they get it to McKay. She is fouled. The officials looked at each other. I think there was some thought of calling another traveling violation on Margaret, but the right call was made. I certainly saw the foul, and the officials did as well. So Margaret will shoot 2 as it's the 10th team foul. Although the Tigers hustled to the rebound nonetheless. The first free throw is no good. Margaret settles in. Second is good. That makes it 18-13. Tigers get a deflection. Good work on the defensive end. Panthers keep it. Takahashi gets it in. Margaret goes for a steal. Can't quite get it. But she's getting ever closer. Getting it at the foul line is Turner. Over to Hart, gets it back out. Comiskey looks things over. Gets it back to Hart. Hart looks for some help, gets it to Turner. Turner with a skip pass to Takahashi on the opposite end. They try to get it to the low block, and they do. But she's forced to throw it back out. Nice defense from USN. Good ball movement by FRA. Three-pointer is no good, and Tigers unable to do much on that rebound. 2 Panthers had a free look at it, and Kat is forced to commit a foul from over the back. It is her first of the evening in the team's 10th. Standing now at the foul line is Pritchett with a chance to extend the Panther lead from 5 points. She's unable to do so on the first effort. Score remains 18-13 for the moment, and it remains so after the second free throw. And Margaret was fouled from behind, so will take the walk 64 feet from one foul line to the other foul line. Had to do a real quick math there. Of course, the floor is 94 feet. Each foul line 15 feet from the basket. So from one foul line to the other, a walk of 64 feet. Crowd is very quiet when Margaret shoots, out of respect. Margaret thus far is 0 for 3 on the first of 2 free throws and 2 for 2 on the second of 2 free throws. Hopefully that trend will continue. And so it does. 18-14 the score. The Tigers lingering well in the game. The pass is out of bounds and the Tigers have it back. The fans can sense that USN is on the verge of taking their first lead of the basketball game. Coach Schultz continues to talk to Liv as the game has resumed. Tigers in a penalty kill situation for a moment. They get it to Margaret. She's got underneath. She's free. Her layup is too strong. No good. But it goes out of bounds, and I believe the Tigers will keep it. And they will. 1 minute and 32 seconds left in the first half. Coach Schultz calls out the play. 23 is the play. Liv to throw it in. Working the baseline. They get it to Margaret underneath. She is... there's an offensive foul called, and it is on Margaret. I didn't see that at all. So the Panthers have it back with a 4-point lead. Throwing it in is Turner. She gets it over to Takahashi. Here come the Panthers. It's in Mead's hands now. Over to Takahashi. Meads gets it back. Panthers move it around. They get to the high post to Bradshaw, and again they're able to free up the low post through the high post. Tigers will have to make some adjustments on that particular offensive set. Bradshaw with it again now. Gets it to Meads. Meads drives the lane. No running scoop shot, no good. But she's fouled. And another Tiger. Oh no, excuse me. I thought that was going to be on Kat. It's on Margaret McKay, and so that is her third of the first half. We'll see if Coach Jules calls for a substitute or allows Margaret to play out the remaining 68 seconds. The first free throw is good. So FRA's lead is back to 5 at 19-14. Second free throw for me is good as well, and the Tigers get to 20. 20-14. Leah with the basketball now, working up the right side. Fakes left, goes right, gets to the baseline, working the baseline, gets it to Tessa. Tessa tries the baseline jump shot, too strong, but Margaret has it, and the putback is good. So USN answers on the other end. 20-16 the margin now. Takahashi has in the corner, well defensed by Margaret McKay. They get it to Bradshaw on the high post. She tries a shot, bank shot, no good. Rebound comes to Hart. Her shot's blocked. A couple of offensive rebounds for Turner, and there's a foul underneath. Who's this one going to be on? It's on Kat, and that is her third, I believe. No, excuse me, her second. Only the second on Kat. Panthers remain in the double bonus and will shoot 2. Turner makes the first one. 21-16. The score is 34.8 seconds are left in the second quarter. Margaret McKay heads to the bench, and Olivia Hess checks in. Second free throw, no good. Olivia has the rebound. Margin remains 5. They get it underneath to Tessa. She's swarmed by Bradshaw, trying to get to the baseline, can't do it. Lost it out of bounds. So the Panthers have it back, and I presume they'll hold for the final shot. Long pass is too long, and Olivia doesn't bring it in. So I think she got a hand on it, and the Panthers will keep it. 17.1 now left in the first half. Meads throws it into Takahashi. 15 seconds now. Up in the high post, they get it back out to Meads. Meads trying to cross over Leah. Gets free for a moment. She's fouled by Kat. And FRA will head to the line again. This foul's on Olivia, which is her first. Free throw is no good for Meads. After this one, we'll see the final 8.9 seconds of the first half. The second free throw is good. 22-16 to score. USN hustles back the other way. Leah has the ball with 5 seconds. She puts up, no, pass to Olivia. The layup is short. Oh, the Tigers had a good look at it there. But they couldn't get it to go down, so the first half is over. Your score after 16 minutes of basketball from Sperling. FRA 22, USN 16. Aiden, what'd you take away from that first half?
You know, I see a lot of good stuff coming from that first half. We see a really good rebounding team for the USN Tigers, and the Panthers are really doing a good job at suppressing their offense, and they're really pushing hard on their offense as well, enforcing a lot of hard defense, and they're really getting our girls tired. What I really want to see from the Tigers is a lot of shake and bake and a lot of spin and win, because what we're doing is we're shooting from lower probability areas where we're not driving like we should be, which will cause them to come in and we can get better scoring opportunities.
Well, we're going to see what kind of scoring opportunities await the beloved Tigers in the second half, which we will bring to you in 9 short minutes. Get yourself a drink. Come on back, join us for the second half. Welcome back. The scoreboard has been restored to 8 minutes. We're getting ready to start the third quarter. The score is FRA 22, USN 16. And the Panthers will work from our right to our left as we start the third quarter in a reversal of the orientation of the first half. FRA gets it in and we're underway. Tigers have their hands up in the zone defense. Getting it underneath on the baseline is Hart. Gets it back over to Comiskey. She tries a three. It's no good again. Rebound bounces high on the floor. Comiskey has it again. Rolls it nearly to Turner. Here's Means kicking it out to Takahashi. Takahashi drops it off to Comiskey. Gets it back. Means thinks about a three. Puts it on the floor instead. Pass to the baseline. Finds its way to Hart. Skip pass to the opposite end. Now they get it down low and the layup is good. Good patience on the offensive end for the Panthers. They open the scoring in the second half. It's 24-16. Tigers look to throw it into Leah and they get it to her. Now Josie has it back, trying to get through the middle. Gets it to Kat just across half court. Josie has it back now. Kate has it in the corner, puts it on the floor, working from right to left. Now Leah Payne looks things over from just outside the three-point line. Working one-on-one against Turner. Gets it to Margaret underneath. Margaret spins through the baseline. Gets it to Kate Vaughn. Kat has it now. Over to Leah. Leah gets to the foul line. Trying to find some room. Struggling. Gets into the lane now. Trying to free herself. Can't do it. Gets it out to Kate. Kate over to Kat. Kat gets it underneath to Josie. Pass was a little bit too hot. Into the hands of Hart. Hart trying to beat Leah to the basket. Leah slaps it out of bounds. Tremendous block into the underside of the backboard. Panthers keep the basketball. They currently enjoy an 8-point lead. They get underneath. Tigers were a little bit asleep there. That was an over the back. And it's called at long last by the official who was farthest from the play. Foul was on Turner. Her second, first of the second half, and it's Tiger basketball. Leah has it now. Gets it forward to Kat. Kat took many steps. Couldn't quite get a clean handle on the pass. The Tigers get it back to FRA. FRA with the basketball. It's Meads, Takahashi, and Comiskey flying the three. Spins out halfway down. Margaret has the rebound. Puts it on the floor up the right side, trying to find herself free from Hart. They get it underneath to Whelan. Whelan's shot is blocked, and Hart comes away with it. Comiskey launches it forward now. Meads attacks the basket. Puts it on the floor. Layup no good. Kat has the rebound. Underhand scoop over to Leah. And the Tigers have it again, looking to eat into the Panther lead, which currently sits at 8 points. Kat thought about flashing the pass to the basket. Leah thought she was, and so the pass was a little bit too strong. Tigers turn it over, and the Panthers have it back. Takahashi gets it to Meads. They get it now to the baseline. Kat nearly took it away, forced to jump ball, so the Tigers will have it. In serious need of a basket, have not yet scored in the opening 2.5 minutes of the second half. Here's Kate Vaughn, Leah Payne with a bounce pass to Margaret. Margaret trying to get free, ran out of real estate, and the shot was taken away by Pritchett. Sprinting the other way is Comiskey. Gets it to the Meads on the opposite side. She steps back for three and missed everything short. Margaret trying to get to the sideline. It's off her foot, and taking it away is Hart. She's got a great look at a layup. Leah fouled her, and the layup is good. Leah couldn't quite get back in time to force a miss on the layup. And there's going to be a chance for a three-point play here for Hart. FRA's lead balloons to 10 points, which matches their largest lead of the evening. Hart with several dribbles, sets it up high, and the shot is too strong. Cat comes away with a rebound. Leah works from left to right and then back to the left. Now spins right, puts up a one-hander, and she was tied up on the way up, but with some contact. And so she will go to the line as USN attempts to enter the scorebook for the first time in the second half. Free throw is just off, no good. Score remains 26-16 with the Panthers out in front. Bradshaw checks back in, replacing Hart, who has 3 fouls. Second free throw also no good. This one off to the left. Here comes FRA hustling the other way is Kaminsky. She has it just outside the elbow. Takahashi gets it to the baseline. Turnaround shot from Pritchett is in and out. Bradshaw couldn't quite get it to go either. And Margaret has the rebound. Margaret tries to dribble it forward. Forced now to pick it up. Gets it to Leah right in the center. The Tigers prepare to set up the offense. Cat wanted it for a moment. Pass got away from Kate Vaughn, just took her eyes off of it at the last second, and the Tigers being plagued by turnovers, unfortunately, thus far in the third quarter. Panthers try to hit a three, needs no good again. Margaret with a rebound, gets it over to Cat. Cat to Kate Vaughn. Kate fakes left, goes right to Cat. Cat trying to drive now, puts up a floater. Margaret comes away with it. Margaret tries a long baseline jump shot, just off the mark, no good. Put back from Josie won't go down either. And the Panthers have the rebound. It's Meeks sprinting up the right side. Tries to get in the lane, she does. Running layup is good. And we've got a timeout. Timeout after the layup. It's 6 unanswered points to start the second half for FRA, 8 unanswered overall. And we've got a 12-point lead, which is the largest lead of the night for either side. Tigers really struggling on the offensive end, Aiden.
Yes, they really are. And what the Panthers are doing really well is forcing a lot of turnovers and boxing them into the corners. And they're able to force maybe their weaker ball handlers to give up the ball, and they're able to push down the court and get some easy fast break points.
Defense so often converts into offense. Tigers will need to be the ones to do some of that if they're going to come back and win this game. Leah to throw it in, gets it to Kate. 3 minutes and 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Kate to Josie. Josie puts it on the floor with the left hand. Gets it to Kate Vaughn on the opposite side. Kate gets to the foul line, bounce pass to Cat. Gets it back to Kate. Lee looking to post up, working hard against Takahashi. And Takahashi fouled Leah from behind. Subbing in for the Tigers is Liv. She replaces Leah for the moment. Tigers sit up in the box formation. Cat screens high, trying to free herself, can't do it. Josie gets to Margaret. Margaret's open, bank shot is good. The FRA coach hung his head in frustration after that fine bank shot from Margaret McKay, and the Tigers enter the scoring of the second half. Getting into the lane was Meads. Cat reached in and prevented a layup, so it's not a bad foul by any stretch. It will be her third at the 2-minute 55-second mark remaining in the third quarter. First free throw is good. No surprise they called that a shooting foul, but they did. And it is 29-18. And so it remains after the second free throw is missed, but the Panthers have it back. Driving the lane is Meads, but it's not too strong. Liv has it in the corner, and she was clobbered from behind by Takahashi. The foul is Takahashi's third. Here comes Liv, moving up the left side, dribbling it with the right hand, now coming back to the right side. Crossing over the lane, ball got away from her somewhat, and it finally enters the hands, but they're going to get Liv with a backcourt violation. She got just enough control of it to be considered established in the front court, then stepped into the backcourt. Deep three on the way from me is no good. The well remains dry for FRA for the moment. Margaret trying to tie it up, and so she does. Panthers get it in. Meeks crosses over and drops it off to Bradshaw on the baseline. Bradshaw's jumper no good. And they're going to get a foul on the rebound against Turner. Tigers have it back. And the official was not yet ready for the ball to be inbounded. Rare situation at USN when something happens too early. Not known for that around here. They get it to Margaret. Margaret made a nice move, was free, but got herself locked up again. Now Margaret has it outside the three-point line, picks up the dribble, gets it to Cat. Cat gets in the lane, floating left-hander. Takes 3 bounces, no good. Josie can't get the rebound to go. Liv trying to tie it up. She does. This time, the alternate possession points towards USN. Kate Vaughn looking to throw it in. Tigers trail by 11, just inside 2 minutes left in the third quarter. The count is running to 5, just gets it into Josie. Josie is fouled by Bradshaw, so that's the 6th foul in just 6 minutes of action here in the third quarter. And entering the bonus would be a very useful thing indeed for the Tigers, who trail by 11. With fewer than 10 minutes to go in the game. Cat with a running right-hander. This time she gets the roll. The Tigers are now at 20 points and trailing by 9. Pull up from inside the key is no good. Margaret has the rebound. Outlets to Cat. Cat asks for some help, and she's got it. Tigers would love another basket here. Instead, it's a turnover. Meads took the pass away, now is free as she spins right, and her layup is good. So it's just the opposite of what the Tigers needed, unfortunately. Had a chance to cut it to 7, instead it's back to 11. Liv working against the zone, and an offensive foul is called on Cat. That will be her 4th foul. And Tessa Chomsky checks in for USN. Cat heads to the bench. In danger of fouling out of this one. She's played a fine game, really worked hard for offensive rebounds and for scoring some points in the paint. She's done a fine job. Hopefully we can get her back in early on in the fourth quarter. He's looking to get free from Kate Vaughn. Nice spin move. She did get free for a moment and forced a foul. Kate Vaughn played good defense, but it was a very quick spin move indeed to free herself. Foul's on Liv, which is her 3rd. Inside a minute now left in the third quarter, 57 seconds. Panthers get it in to Pritchett. Takahashi has it now, looks underneath and said to get it back to this inbounds passer of Meads on the baseline. Her 3-pointer is again no good. Now trying to spin free left, picks it up, kicks it back out. Takahashi for 3, no. Rebound is pinballed around 3 times and finds its way in the hands of Pritchett underneath. Open is Bradshaw, and she lays it in. So it's baskets on consecutive possessions for FRA. Their lead is 13 now. Margaret settles in around the baseline, picks up the dribble. She's in some trouble, gets it to Josie. Josie working against Bradshaw with 12 seconds. Picks up the dribble now, tries to get it to Kate. It's poked out of bounds with 7. Tigers seriously need a basket here with only 7 seconds left in the third and trailing by a peerless 13 points. Long pass to Josie, gets there, but she couldn't handle it. It rolls harmlessly out of bounds, and the Panthers will have the basketball. Just under 4 seconds left in the third. We'll see if they try a long pass. They don't. They go to Takahashi. Clock running with 3. Lets it go. Nothing doing. The third quarter comes to a close. Tigers were outscored 11-4 in the third quarter, and they trail it 33-20. Aiden, what do we got to do to get back into this one?
Well, like I said before, they really have to drive. They have to shake and bake. They have to get into the paint and draw that defense in. What they're doing now is they're taking shots, low probability shots on the run, shots that are not set up well. They need to move the ball, and they need to get the ball in the hoop.
Well said, my man. That's what we need to see in these last 8 minutes of regulation time. The first horn sounds. Last 15 seconds of the between quarters timeout. I believe it will be Panther basketball to start the fourth. They currently enjoy their largest lead of the night at 33-20. Takahashi gets it into Hart, who's back in the game with 3 fouls here at the start of the fourth. Getting it at the elbow and getting it down low to Pritchett was Turner and the Panthers with a nicely executed offensive possession. Score to start the fourth and lead 35-20. Hahn gets it over to Chomsky. Chomsky picks it up, finds Josie. Josie with a bank shot in the paint, too strong, no. Margaret goes back up and she's fouled. Fouls on Turner and sends Margaret to the line. Turner now with 4 fouls. They take a free throw away from Margaret because the Tigers moved around after she had the ball. They can't do that. So the free throw is no good, and the score remains 35-20. Takahashi gets it underneath, open again, and laying it in again is Pritchett, and it's a very tough start to the fourth quarter for USN. Chomsky looks things over, 2 Tigers right on top of each other. Vaughn launches from the elbow, no good, gets her own rebound, dribbles back out. Gets it over to Tessa on the right wing. Flashed into the lane. Nothing there. Tessa gets to the baseline. Pull-up jump shot. Too strong, no good. Takahashi has it. And the Panthers are free in the front court. They get this one to Turner and she lays it in. Just like that, it's a 10-0 run for FRA. And they've really opened things up here in the second half. Looking to post up is Margaret. Instead, she flashes out. Pass gets to her. Josie now has it on the baseline. She's double teamed. Gets it to Tessa. Tessa tries a 3. Banks out, no good. Margaret with a rebound. Tries to get space. Hit the bottom of the backboard. Here come the Tigers the other way. It's a 2-on-1. And the Tigers are unable to stop it. FRA scores again. Their lead is 21. Coach Jules calls for time. Tough start to the fourth quarter. 6 minutes, 6 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. USN trails it 41-20. FRA had that somewhat hot start. They made 2 3-pointers in the first few possessions of the game. They have not made one since. And the Tigers have done well in encouraging them to shoot them. But as the fourth quarter has started, the Panthers have attacked the basket in transition and been able to make some layups that appear to have taken the Tigers out of the basketball game, at least for now. Coach remains calm though over in the huddle. We'll Let's see what USN can do as Kat Pendergrass looking at the book at the scores table. Now checking in. She's got 4 fouls, but the Tigers are in desperation territory, need to pull out all the stops here. The inbounds pass doesn't get to Tessa and goes out of bounds, so it's a quick turnover for the Tigers, and the Panthers have it back. Mead's working against Leah. Bounces it ahead to Hart. Fisher gets it to Bradshaw at the baseline. Nice quick release, and her shot is good. Here's Leah now. Looking to answer for USN. Getting into the lane. Passes it out to Tessa. She tries from the baseline. Her shot is no good, and a hold is called on FRA, and I believe that'll send Leah to the line. Front end of the 1-and-1 is good. Tigers have their first points of the fourth quarter. Only 5 points in the second half thus far for USN. Leah will look to make it 6. And she does. Leah's 2 for 2 from the line. 21 points remains the margin. Here come the Panthers the other way. Long pass to Takahashi gets there. They get it to Bradshaw working against Kat. Kat with a block. And it is touched out of bounds. Tigers will get it back. Leah doesn't touch it. Lets the clock run. Now handles it. Works to the left over to Liv in the baseline corner. Here's Kat. Tries a shot. Off the mark, no good. Goes out of bounds. Tigers will keep it. And Kat will throw it in. Liv has it, gets it back to Kat. Kat dribbles out, shuttles it under to Leah. Nicely done. Nice little two-man game between Kat and Leah resulted in a Tiger layup. They've scored on consecutive possessions. Trying to come away with a steal, they can't do it. Liv deflected it out of bounds. Good defense by USN. Trying to make the most of these last 5 minutes, see if they can make a run. Spinning left as Kaminsky gets in the foul line. Wild shot was no good. Bounced out of bounds, off the hands of a Tiger. Remains with the Panthers. They get into Meads, works to the left. Scoop shot no good. And Kat tied her up. It's a jump ball, so USN gets it back. Couple stops and a couple scores in the last several possessions for USN. Looking to see what kind of a game they can make of it, but they turn it over here. Tessa tries to get it back, can't quite do it. Meads has it just outside the foul line. Jump shot no good. Rebound Josie Whelan. Looking things over. Pass is stolen by Takahashi, and she lays it in. Really a gut-wrenching turnover in the backcourt for USN. FRA calls for time. Their lead is restored to 21 points at 45-24. Just when you think you have a little momentum going your way, the turnover can really stop a run.
Right, and you know, the score may not reflect the effort behind what these girls are putting in. This game could have been a lot closer than it really was, through a lot of turnovers and missed opportunities at the rim. Now, if they knock those shots down, it's a different ball game, but they did not, and they ran a 20-point deficit.
It's been a tough night, particularly on the scoring end for the Tigers. They've played fine defense. A lot of the Panther points have come in transition situations. So the Tiger half-court defense really has been quite strong. They forced a lot of misses from the perimeter. But they haven't been able to convert those defensive stops into scores on the offensive end. Let's see if they can do that here as they trail 45-24. He works up the right side, gets to the baseline, throws it back out, trying to get it to Margaret. It found its way to Leah. The layup is no good, gets it back, put back no good. Kate Vaughn comes out of there with it. She was fouled, I think, but they called it a jump ball. So FRA has it on the alternate possession. Turner to throw it in. Does get it in. This one goes to Comiskey. Comiskey over to Takahashi in the corner. They get it underneath. Turnaround shot from Fisher was no good. Kate Vaughn has the rebound. Here come the Tigers, working from left to right. Kate picks it up, drops it off to Leah. Tried to fire it to Cat underneath. Was deflected out of bounds by FRA. So USN keeps it. Hart checking back in for FRA. Kate will throw in for USN. 3 minutes, 53 seconds left in the basketball game. Leah with a shot fake, pulls up from the baseline. Good. Nice shot from Leah Payne. Hustling the other way. Comiskey tries to get a shot. It was too strong off the backboard. Now Leah has it. Looking to work it the other way. Walks it over to the right, finds Cat in the high post. She's clearly fouled by Takahashi, no call. Jump shot from Kate Vaughn is no good. Filing it in the front court, bringing in is Takahashi, and she lays it in. So FRA with a quick conversion in transition, their lead is 47-26. Leah drops it off to Margaret. Margaret going to the right. Had it taken away by Comiskey. Comiskey tries to beat Cat to the basket, and she does. So it's 49-26 now, inside 3 minutes. Panthers in the familiar zone defense. Leah tries a long two, no good. But Liv hustles for the rebound. Couldn't get the putback to go. Pass is deflected, Kate Vaughn has it. She picks up a shot, and she scores. That makes it 49-28. USN fighting to the final whistle, which you always want to see from a Tiger team. Takahashi gets it over to Hart. Hart the opposite side to Meads. She tries another three, no good. Margaret the rebound. Over to Leah. Leah gets into the lane. Picks it up, over to Cat. Cat tries a three. No good. Leah has the rebound, trying to work her way free. Oh, and she did. Great work by Leah underneath. Couldn't quite get the layup to go. And I believe the foul is going to be on Turner, and that will be her fifth. So the Panthers will need to get a substitute. And a litany of substitutes enter the game. Leah heads to the line for 2 shots. The first of which is good. 49-29 the score, 1 minute 56 seconds left in regulation time. Tigers entered the lane again a little early. Tigers showing their punctuality tonight in all of the worst ways, unfortunately. Their deficit is 20 points as the clock runs with 1 minute 52. And the Panthers throw the ball into the cafeteria just about. Tigers hustle it back the other way. Leah looks things over. Margaret fashes through the baseline. Leah takes her place in the baseline, gets into the lane. Shot just off, no good. They try to tie it up, and they do. So another jump ball. This one will belong to USN. Kate calls out the offense, sets it into motion. They look for Margaret, wide open. No, excuse me. That was the Wheelman. She scored. Her first action of the evening and her first points as well. Tiger deficit is 18, 49-31. Panthers will look to take some air out of the basketball here with their 18-point lead. Takahashi picks it up, gets it back out, and fouling from behind is the Wheelman. It is only the 15th foul on USN, so not yet near the bonus. FRA to throw it in. They throw it into Comiskey. She brings it across half court, gets it back to Takahashi. FRA very content to be far from the basket and to watch the remaining seconds run off the clock in this one. Their lead is 49-31. Leah playing good defense, trying to get a 5-second call, but she got a little too far away there for the moment. They get it out to Bradshaw, and Comiskey has it back. Kate going for a steal, nearly had one. The ball was loose for a moment. Comiskey has it against Leah. Panthers doing a good job running out the clock here. Looks like this will be the last possession of the game. Comiskey with the ball with 5 seconds, and that'll do it. So a noble effort from the Tigers tonight. They fought for all 32 minutes, but came up a little short in this one. Final score, 49-31. Aiden, any last thoughts from this basketball game?
You know, like I said before, it could have been a lot closer. A lot of simple mistakes that they made, and that they don't make, and it's a different ball game. They did fight hard, and it's always good to watch them play.
Amen to that. We'll look forward to seeing them again in future action very soon. For now, we're going to take a 15-minute break. We'll be back with tonight's boys game in that amount of time. See you then.
Junior guard number 12, U.S. The junior guard number 22, Colin Flores. And the junior guard number 24, Max Elliott. Tigers are head coached by Mike Jones, assistant coaches Ray Anderson and Bill Wyatt. Again, for those of you joining us, we have coaches in the building. We'll coach the game, players are playing, spectators, we want you to cheer your players on. And like the 3 referees assigned by the team of the FRA, make the calls. Thank you.
Welcome back to everyone who's been with us for tonight's girls game, and warm welcome to those of you just joining us for tonight's boys action. USN taking on the Panthers of FRA. It'll be Max Elliott to jump it up for USN against Cox for FRA. And the Panthers have the opening tip. Wesley handling the ball for the moment. Shot was blocked by Elliott on the outside. Cox with a putback. It is good. The FRA scores on their first possession and leads 2-0. It's a 1-3-1 defense for FRA. Max now has it on the baseline, getting open underneath his collar, and he's blocked from behind. Cox has the rebound. He gets it for the Holmes. Holmes tries to step through a double team. He does. Get over now, a 3-pointer on the way to Casey. He's got it. And just like that, FRA has a quick 5. And they're out in front. West fires it forward to Collins. Now Josh Gresham, he tries a deep 3. No good. Rebound is pulled down by Tant. And after deflection, the Panthers will keep the basketball, leading by 5. Bring it forward is Wesley. Gets it to Nehemiah Holmes in the corner. Holmes looking to step through. Finds some trouble. Josh deflects it out of bounds, but the Panthers will keep it. Casey throws it in to Wesley. Wesley lobs it down low to Tant. Tant turns to the left. Shot was blocked by Max. The foul was called. That sends Tant to the line for 2 shots. He makes the first, extending the Panther lead to 6-0. Second free throw spins out, no good. Holmes the rebound, and his putback resulted in a foul, which is going to be called on Josh. Looked like a lot of ball on that one. But just like that, Nehemiah Holmes is back at the foul line to shoot 2. First is good. FRA's lead is 7. Max gathers in the rebound. Josh puts it forward to Russ. This pass was a little bit behind Collin, and it's a turnover into the hands of Cox. Wesley gets it over to Casey. Wesley gets it back. Fakes right, goes left. Alternating passes now with Casey. 3-pointer on the way from Tant, no good. Max has the rebound. Gets it to Josh. Josh over to Adrian on the left side. Adrian gets it over to Josh. Josh puts it on the floor, goes behind his back to get away from Wesley. Can't do it. Good defense. Adrian looks things over. Over to Russ. Russ to Max. Max lets a 3-pointer go. It came up in the air. It was no good. Here's Wesley trying to get past Adrian. Now gets to the baseline. Kicks it back out to Casey. Casey puts it on the floor. Shoots from the elbow. Good. It's 9 unanswered for the Panthers to start the action tonight. They lead 9-0. USN looking to answer on the other end. They get it to Russ. Back to Adrian. Adrian tries a deep 3. Good. And there's there's a foul after the made three-pointer, which may be on Max. It is not, it is on FRA. And so USN will get another possession after the made three-pointer. Could be just what the Tigers need to get back in the game. We trail by 6, 9-3. West aligns the players in position, throws it into Max. Max over to Josh. Tigers moving around the outside. West now has it on the baseline. Couple of dribbles, gets it over to Adrian. Panthers in a 2-3 zone defense to start the evening. Nice ball movement. Reverse layup is beautifully finished underneath by Max. And the Tigers have scored 5 in a row on the consecutive possessions. Their deficit is down to 4. Can we get another stop on defense? Casey with a deep three, no good. Expression fighting for the rebound, got it away from Cox. He launched it forward, but it crossed up Colin France. And the Panthers have it back. Tant gets it into Wesley. Wesley over to Casey, back to Wesley. Gets it into the corner and losing it out of bounds was Barnes. And the Tigers call for timeout. 4 minutes, 46 seconds left in the first quarter. Aiden, what do you take away from the early action?
It's a very fast-paced game already. The Panthers were able to get ahead very quickly with leaving the Tigers scoreless with them at 9. They were able to feed the post and move the ball really well, and they were able to not only hit those outside shots, but get the ball into the paint. Now the Tigers, on the other hand, were able to make a run, and Adrian hitting a huge three, a huge deep three, and Max finishing underneath. That's the kind of thing that they need to repeat there, is that Max is hitting the big man down low and getting the ball into the paint.
It's been good complementary basketball from USN thus far in the offensive end, working both inside and outside. They've gotten one three-pointer to go down, and a beautiful reverse layup from Max Elliott. We'll see what other offensive gems the Tigers have in store for us in tonight's action. Colin gets it into Josh. Josh with a nice move, frees up the left sideline. Gets into the lane, gets it back out. Adrian over on the right wing. Gets it over to Russ. Russ over to Colin. Colin with the ball fake, gets into the lane, drops it back to Russ. Russ with an open jumper from the foul line. He's got it. 7 in a row from USN now. They've answered back with a run of their own, and their deficit is a single basket at 2 points, 9-7. Wesley with a basketball. Bounce pass over to Bain. Bain stepped on the line, and the Panthers turn it over again. 4 minutes, 6 seconds as we approach the halfway mark. Here in the first quarter. Tigers trail 9-7, but have a chance to tie it here. Colin looks to get it to Josh, and he does. Josh working against Wesley. Gets it to Russ, who gets it to Adrian. Now Colin has it. Dribbles in, kicks out. Adrian using a screen from Max, steps back, launches another three. Off the mark, no good. Rebound goes to Casey. Casey sprinting forward, pulls up from the foul line. Shot no good, stretching the rebound. Ball caromed off of Russ's heel, I believe. Nice job by Colin to come away with it. Adrian trying to free himself. He got it! Oh, what a move by Adrian Samuels. He faked left, but shook back to the right and laid it in, tying the score at 9. Wesley now throws it over to Bain. Bain's got this one. Picks it up, drops it back off to Wesley. Wesley gets in the lane. His scoop shot with the left hand is no good. Max came away with the rebound. Tigers look for their first lead of the night. Stretching is called for a carry. That was a big possession for USN with a chance to take the lead. Couldn't make the most of it on that one, but Hopefully another chance will be upcoming on the next possession. Seeing his first action of the night is Jordan. Gets it in the corner to Tant, gets it back. And he trapped. So just like that, with the score tied, the Tigers get the ball back. And we'll have another chance to establish their first lead of the night. Josh with the basketball, working against Jordan. Gets it to Adrian. Adrian flashing the lane. Ooh, he took it in with great speed, and an offensive foul is the call. So the Tigers turn it over, and the Panthers have it back. Casey up on the opposite side to Holmes. Holmes tries a three short. Russ had the rebound knocked away from behind, and he was fouled by Holmes. So the intensity seems to be going up here as both teams desperately try to establish a lead. FRA had the first 9. The most recent 9 have belonged to USN. Who will score the next basket? There's been a little bit of a drought since USN has tied the score. Here comes Josh working against Nehemiah Holmes. It's it over to Mahoney Donick, who's checked into the game. Josh now has it back. Gets a screen, steps back, working against Casey, drops off the Donick. Donick with a quick release three. Got it! So USN now with 12 points in their first lead by 3. Holmes steps in, jump hook good. Special exchanges some passes with Samuels. Matt Elliott was fouled. A nice entry pass from Adrian. Got the ball to Max. And he was fouled from behind, preventing a layup. So he'll look to extend the USN lead, which is currently a single point. Free throw is short. 1:44 left in the first quarter. Score remains 12-11 USN. Second free throw, no good. Adrian fighting for the rebound, can't get it. Cox outwards to Casey. Casey gets it back to Cox. He fumbles it a little bit, tries to get it underneath. Mahoney comes in with a steal. They're trying to get it forward to Adrian, but there were too many defenders in the area. And the Panthers have it after the deflection. Jordan looks things over, gets it to Casey. Casey gets it to Holmes. Gets it back to Casey. Holmes now attacks the baseline. He was fouled from behind. Tigers were a little bit out of position there on defense, and Donick is going to be called for the foul, which is his first of the evening. 2 shots are coming for Nehemiah Holmes. First is good and levels the scores at 12. The second is off the mark, no good, but gathering the rebound is out of step, but the Tigers take it away. Adrian looks things over as the score is again tied, this time at 12. Stretching looking to free himself. He does, he shoots, it's no good. Mahoney fighting for the rebound, but he couldn't quite bring it in. Holmes has it now. Holmes trying to get into the lane. West side to take a charge. It's going to be a block instead. Nice finish for Nehemiah Holmes at the basket. That basket is good, and the foul will be on Russ. Khalil Anderson checks in for Adrian. Something on the previous offensive possession greatly upset Coach Jones. He yelled for Adrian immediately and got Khalil up to check in for him. I couldn't see what it was. Wilson's free throw is no good. Cox has the rebound over Harry Fitzgibbon. Wilson in the corner for three, no. Tapping the rebound back out is Onestad, and the Panthers have it again. Holmes drives the lane, running one-hander is good. FRA leads by 4 now. We're at 30 seconds left in the first quarter. They're trying to trap Josh somewhat. He picks up his dribble, gets it low to Harry. Mahoney tries another three, it's going to be short. Khalil with the rebound over to Russ. Russ back to Josh. Josh with a floater from 12 feet, good. So USN answers back and trails 2, 10 seconds left in the quarter. Casey tries to free himself. He does. The ball is loose. He gets it back, but they're not going to get a shot away. A jump ball is called with 2/10 of a second, which is a great break for whoever will not be awarded the ultimate possession. Yeah, that's going to be FRA. USN will be unable to get a shot up in the 2/10 of a second, and that means that possession will go to FRA to start the second. We're through 8 minutes here from a thrilling first quarter here at USN. Score 16-14. FRA had the first 9, USN the next 12. FRA scored 7 of the last 9, and the score stands at 16-14. And what do you want to see here in this second quarter from USN?
Well, they're doing a lot of things right, Dr. Fitz. What they're doing well is they're moving the ball and they're finding the big man down low. They're really doing a good job of feeding him, and that's closing in the defense to get the three-point shot from Mahoney and Adrian. They've been able to get 6 points just from bringing the defense in and taking the open shot. What I'd like to see more is moving the ball and getting a shot in motion, so they're not shooting from a standstill. But that's what they're doing now is fine, and I think that they can win this game if they just keep moving like they are.
It'll be very interesting to see what happens. My biggest concern from the first quarter was the offensive rebounding for FRA. Cox and Onestad, number 13, just two very large young men. They got a lot of offensive rebounds there in that first quarter. And if that continues, USN's going to have a tough time. So it's Panther basketball with a 2-point lead to start the second. Tigers look to be setting up a 1-3-1 zone defense. Jordan with the basketball, looks in the corner to Tant. Tant back to Jordan. Over to Casey, working against Adrian now. Josh got his hands on it, ball's loose, got in the hands of Jordan, finding it Holmes. Holmes couldn't get the layup to go. Panthers got it back, here's Casey. Backboard still rattling from the collision with the backboard. Ball taking a three-pointer on the way from Holmes, and he scored. 19-14. It's the Panther lead at the moment. Adrian looks over the zone defense, which also appears to be a 1-3-1 for FRA, which is what we saw to open the action tonight. They get it down low to Russ. Russ couldn't find anything. Back out to Josh. They go to Russ in the corner. Back out to Adrian. Adrian tries a three. Good! So USN answers Holmes three with a three of their own. Adrian Samuels has his second of the night. And scoreboard showing 18-17. So perhaps the score from Nehemiah from the previous possession is only a 2, but that one is a 3. So the score is 21-17 in favor of FRA. And the scoring efficiency from both sides has been very strong. Lots of points on the few possessions we've had thus far in the second quarter. First horn sounds as we approach the end of the 30-second timeout. Tiger basketball. Colin France to get it in, gets it into Josh. Josh crosses the half-court stripe, working from his right to left. Russ over to Adrian. Got it to Max. Stretching now, attacks the basket, pulls up from 8 feet. Nicely done. Got the defender and his momentum going too far backwards. He stepped back quickly, found himself free for an 8-foot easy shot from the baseline. 21-19 is the FRA lead. Casey over to Jordan, back to Casey, working against Adrian now. Tigers have moved apparently to a 2-3 zone. Casey looks things over. FRA has always been a very patient program on offense. Jordan squares up, tries a three, and converts. Three-pointer from Stretchin, no good. Max gets a hand on the rebound but can't get it down. Tant has it. Here's Casey getting it forward to Jordan. He'll try another three, and he's got another three. So Jordan with 6 quick points here for FRA, and just like that, FRA's lead is 8. Russ tries to get in the lane, blocked from behind by Holmes. Wesley checks back in for FRA. Replacing Casey. Russ will throw it in. Tigers all around the perimeter. They move it around. They reverse it back the other way. Now Russ has it in the corner for a second time. Adrian has it, gets it over to Josh. Russ has it at the foul line. Back to Adrian. He gets to the baseline, spins back out, back to Russ again. Colin France tries a three. No good, off the back rim. Jordan the rebound, threw it off of Colin, who dove for it with a great effort, but couldn't save it. Tant to throw it in, throws it into Wesley. Tant throws it in the corner, Nehemiah Holmes. He tries another three, no good. Tant got Max too far under the basket to get the offensive rebound, and it's a foul on USN. Foul's going to be on Colin, which will send Tant to the line to shoot two. First is short, no good. Second one on the way, and that one is good. So 7 in a row now for FRA. They lead 28-19. We get it to Josh. Josh attacks the basket. He scores. They're going to count the basket. Nicely done. Great take by Josh. He's done very well in what you prescribed earlier of really getting to the basket, trying to get good shots from in close.
That's right. He's doing a really good job of driving to the hoop and giving opportunities to his teammates.
Josh converts the old-fashioned three-point play, and Mahoney checks in to replace Colin France. FRA out in front, 28-22. Wesley gets it forward, and it's stolen by Stretch, and he took it away from Tant. Can he convert the layup? He can! Tremendous finish under pressure from Josh Stretchin. Coach Pierce is irate on the FRA bench. USN has scored 5 in a row. They trail 28-24. They get it down low to Cox. Cox gets it over Wilson. Wilson spins free and has it blocked out of bounds by Max Elliott. Throwing it in now is Wesley. They get it into Cox. He's free. He's fouled from behind by Max. FRA did well to scheme him open. Forced a foul on Max Elliott from behind, who has his hands full with Cox. I don't have his height here, but he must be at least 6'9". First free throw is off the backboard and rim, no good. Harry Fitzgibbon checks in to replace Max, who has a second foul. Cox's second free throw is short this time, and Russ has the rebound. Josh looks right, goes left to Mahoney. Mahoney tries a three. He's got it! Tremendous three-point shooting from Mahoney Donick in the first half here, and the Tigers trail by only one. Casey tries to answer with a three. He does. Tigers looking to break the press now. Adrian surveys the floor, gets it forward to Russ. Russ fakes left, goes right, gets it to Josh. He's free lane. Nice pass to Harry, and the shot is good. Could have goaltended there as the Panthers swatted the backboard, but no such call was made. Casey tries a deep three and knocks it down. A frantic pace here in the first half. 34-29 is the Panther lead. Josh with a long pass to Mahoney. He tries another three. This one is too strong. Cox with a rebound. Adrian goes for a steal. Can't quite get it. Casey crosses over to the right, drops it off to Nehemiah Holmes. He pulls up from 10 feet, no good. Cox taps the rebound to himself. Brings it down, fading away, no good. Russ has the rebound. Scretchen looks to Coach Jones for instructions, as does Russ Petty. Scretchen is free again, floated from in the lane, just spins out, no good. Cox has the rebound. Gets it forward to Wilson. Holmes. Three-pointer on the way, this time is short from Casey. Harry Fitzgibbon the rebound, gets it to Russ. Russ hands off to Josh, and they slow it down a little bit. Scretchen sets the offense into motion. Russ with a little give and go with Josh, and we've got a foul, I believe, off the basketball. Foul's on Wesley, which will be his second. He will check out of the game, as will Cox. Scretchen over to Adrian. They get it to Russ in the corner. Skip pass over to Josh. Adrian now has it, lobs it to Josh over on the right side. Josh with a little fake, gets it to Mahoney. Mahoney with a fake, gets in the lane, finds Harry. Harry's open. Couldn't quite get a handle on it. Shot was no good. Rebound went to Masterson. He outlets to Casey. Casey looks things over. Tigers set up the defense. 1 minute 45 seconds left in the first half. Holmes shoots it into the corner. And stepping on the baseline is Bain. That's a turnover. The Tigers have it back, trailing by 5. Josh with the basketball, working from right to left, crosses over behind his back, gets away from Bain, gives it to Russ. Russ gets it over to Mahoney. Adrian with the ball now, gets a screen from Russ. Trying to use the size advantage, kicks it back out. The ball got to Josh after a deflection. Free is Harry underneath. His layup is no good. The backboard shaking again. I think goaltending could have been called on several shot attempts from USN. The Panthers have been hitting the backboard. Foul's going to be called on the floor. I believe that's the 7th on USN. And that foul's on Mahoney, which is his second, and sends Holmes to the line for one in the bonus. First free throw, no good. Tant got the rebound for a moment. Josh tried to take it away from him, couldn't quite do it. It's now loose on the floor. Adrian comes away with it. He lobs it forward to Josh. Josh trying to get away. He lays it in. Casey tried to foul him intentionally to prevent the layup, and he did commit the foul but could not prevent the layup. So Josh's layup makes the score 34-31. Coach Jones laboring to get an intentional foul call here. He's not going to get one. Josh to complete the three-point play. He does. 34-32. Panthers out in front. 52 seconds left in the first half. Casey walks it up. Standing on the Tiger at half court. Gets it over to Jordan. Jordan back to Casey. Jordan gets it back. Jordan working over to his right. Two Tigers greet him there. Gets into the lane. Puts up a floater. Rattles out. No good. Rebounds loose. Still loose. Russ has it. The Panthers retreat into the defense. Tigers have a chance to tie it or take the lead. Going into halftime. Clock running with 20 seconds. Gretchen has it now, getting last instructions as the clock runs with 12. He's guarded by Jordan, spins free. Collins sets a screen, clock running with 5. He gets around, he puts up a floater, and there's a hold, which will not be a shooting foul, but since the Tigers are now in the bonus, it will result in a 1-and-1. So Josh will indeed have the opportunity to tie the game in the waning seconds of the first half. First free throw rattles out, no good. Collin has the rebound. They can't get a shot up, and the half comes to a close. What a wild 16 minutes it's been. Lots of lead changes. Frenetic scoring. After it's all said and done, FRA leads by just 2 points, 34-32. And I'm catching my breath after that first half.
Yeah, it's been really fast-paced. We're seeing a lot of great ball movement from both sides, a lot of great shooting, and I think that even without USN shooting tonight, they'd still be in this game. They're really getting under the rim, moving the ball, and they're just playing well tonight. They were not shooting well last week, but we're seeing that come through today. We'll see that today.
All right, we're getting ready to start the second half. Tiger basketball. It will be, to begin the third quarter, USN trails by a single field goal at 34-32. Here's Josh with the ball for USN in an effort to tie it up, or perhaps take the lead. Adrian has it, gets it to Russ, gets it back. Working against the man-to-man defense, I believe. Adrian tries the three from the baseline, no. Rebound goes to Tant, and here come the Panthers. Casey gets it over to Wesley. Tigers are in his own defense. Ball was kicked. Took a moment for the official to see it, but see it he did. So the Panthers retain possession with their 2-point lead. Holmes wants it, doesn't get it. Wesley fakes a pass into the corner, keeps it, now does throw to Casey in the corner, gets it back. They can try to get it thrown low to Cox, they do, and he's fouled from all sides. The foul's on Colin, and we'll send Cox to the line for FRA. He'll shoot two. First free throw spins out, no good. Cox's second free throw is likewise no good. Max taps it off the backboard. Tant tapped it off him, and it went out of bounds. So the Panthers keep it in an effort to break the seal on the scoring in the third quarter. And an offensive foul is called. Foul is on Tant. Tigers have it back. Working against a 1-2-2 pressure look. They get it to Josh. Working against Wesley, gets by him. Wesley hounding him from behind, and a foul is called. Jordan will check in, and he will replace Wesley, who now has 3 fouls in the first minute and change of the third quarter. Russ looks to throw it in. Long pass to Adrian. Forces him into the backcourt, but he has it. Now over to Josh. Josh puts it on the floor, gets it over to Russ. Russ thinks about a three, gets it back to Josh. Josh tries a three. Off to the left, no good. Cox has the rebound. He outlets to Casey. Casey working up the right side, gets it forward to Holmes. Holmes to Cox in the middle. He attacks the basket, and he was fouled. Couldn't quite get the shot to fall after several bounces on the rim. Foul's on Colin, who has his third of the evening and his second in quick succession. Sending Cox to the line from where he's 0 for 4 tonight, now 0 for 5. Still not a point has been scored yet in the third quarter. Second free throw likewise no good. USN trails by 2, 34-32. Pass is deflected by Jordan out of bounds. Tigers keep it. 6:19 left in the third. Austin Kaysen seeing his first action of the evening. Russ gets it to Mahoney. Gets to the baseline. We got a foul about to be called for a hand check, and the foul is on Jordan. Russ gets it into Mahoney. Mahoney over to Austin. Clock not running. Clock is stopped at 6:12. Now running. Adrian looks to set up something for the offense. Gets it to Russ, back to Adrian. Adrian attacks the baseline, trying to get free from Holmes. Can't do it. Pass it, falls out of bounds. The student section is incensed. They believe it should be Tiger basketball, and the referee smiles wryly, knowing that it shall not be. Panthers have it back. Still no score in the third quarter. Casey spins back out over to Tant, looking to post up Cox again. Casey with a bounce pass to Tant, trying to find some room for Cox. Can't do it. Jordan shoots a three and he scores. So that opens the scoring in the third quarter. Mahoney thinks about trying to get one against her. He pulls it back down instead. Adrian looks things over, gets a screen from Russ. Pulls up, shoots a three of his own. Long, no good. Max tries to get the rebound. Cox was over his back. Outlet pass was nearly too far for Tant, but Tant caught up to it. Now Tant has it on the offensive end with Russ guarding it. Attacking now is Holmes. Holmes tries to get around Max and forced a foul. So two of the Tiger big men now with 3 fouls. That's Colin France and Max Elliott. Holmes scores from the foul line, makes the lead 6 points, 38-32. Second free throw from Holmes is good as well. FRA has the only 5 points thus far in the third quarter. Their lead is 7 at 39-32. Discretion tries to get around Tant. Tant shoved him from the side. Good call. Discretion had him beat by a step. Was looking to get a layup. Substituting in his Ottestad, who had several offensive rebounds in the second quarter. Hadn't played since then. They got Josh for traveling. He didn't like the call. So the Tigers continue to struggle to score here in the third quarter. Casey with the basketball. They get it down to Cox. Josh trying to get a hand on it. Cox missed from in close. Colin France has the rebound. Here comes Josh hustling the other way. Attacking the lane, throws it up. Couldn't get it to go. Foul's on Casey. Coach Pierce certainly thought that a charge had been taken. The FRA bench erupted in cheers after the foul was called. Pierce incredulous on the bench. But Josh is at the line, shooting 2, and the first is good. Discretion tries a second free throw, and it's no good. He tries to get a hand on the rebound, but can't. Ottestad has it. Outlets to Casey. Casey forward to Holmes. Holmes tries a 3. Got it. So unfortunately, what happened in the girls' game may be starting to happen here. Can Scretchen answer? He can. I think we're going to have a delay of game warning. (42-35). USN trails by 7 points. FRA with the basketball. 4 minutes, 3 seconds left in the third quarter. Casey checks out for FRA. Entering the game in his place is Bean. Holmes looks to work free from Scretchen. Scretchen right with him. Nice defense. And and they've got a hand check on Josh, I believe. Didn't see much there. Josh doesn't like it. FRA looks to set up the offense. Jordan with the basketball. Gets it into Bain. Bain is free, gets it down low to Jordan. Reverse layup is good. Nice offensive execution there by the Panthers. They lead back to 9. USN looks to answer. Josh takes it himself. He scores. And they wave off the basket. 6th team foul on FRA already, just halfway through the third quarter. Scretchen with the basketball. Had it deflected by Bain. Russ has it, back to Josh. Josh gets it to Russ at the foul line, back to Mahoney now. Mahoney dribbles in, dribbles out, gets it back to Josh. Tigers trying to work through the high post against the zone. Gets it over to Khalil. Now Collin tries a three from the baseline, no good. Rebound Holmes. Holmes coming the other way, launches forward to Bain in the corner. He couldn't quite handle it. Loose ball. Collins got it up ahead to Josh. He lays it in. Coach Pierce furious over on the bench. Forces himself to sit for a moment. They get it down low to Cox. Cox couldn't convert. Rebound Collins. He's fouled by Holmes. The USN student section sensing some momentum now. They break into the familiar overrated chant. And since it was a loose ball foul and since it is the 7th on FRA, USN will go to the line to shoot one in the bonus. So at long last, Collin has the ball. He'll shoot one in the bonus. First is no good. Out-of-stat the rebound. Gets it to Jordan. FRA bringing it back. Working against Khalil is Jordan. Skip pass over to Out-of-stat. They hits it down low to Holmes. Holmes with a little adjustment. Nice finish with the one hand. Had to adjust mid-air. He did so very nicely. Tigers hustling the other way with Russ. Russ tries a reverse layup. Oh, a beautiful finish. High off the glass. He got it to go down. 46-39, Tigers hanging in the basketball game. Bain tries the three from the corner, missed everything. Rebound to Russ, here comes Josh the other way. Settles it down, goes back out, Khalil with a ball fake, and he traveled. Adrian will check back in for Khalil. 2 minutes, 12 seconds left in the third. FRA has the basketball. Jordan crosses half court. Josh greets him there. A little back cut. Russ got a hand on it. And Russ did a great job, saved the layup. But FRA was able to put it back in. A foul is called after the basket. It is a technical foul. Coach Pierce wants an explanation. I didn't see what happened. Coach Pierce is receiving an explanation and not caring for the one that he's receiving. Meanwhile, on the other end, Josh, shooting the technical free throws, has made the first and has not made the second. 1 minute 55 seconds to play in the third quarter. USN trails by 8 points, 48-40. They have the basketball. Gretchen has it. Gets it to Adrian in the corner. He works against Holmes. Now Scretchen has it again. Russ, top of the circle, puts it on the floor, kicks it out to Adrian. Adrian gets free for a moment, attacks the basket. Scores! And it's fouled! Oh, it looked like he might try to dunk it for a second. He was forced to lay it in, which he did very beautifully over the tough defense from Holmes. Mike Jones calls for time. Holmes has 4 fouls. The student section reveling in the glory of the moment. The Tigers firmly establishing themselves back in the basketball game, trailing by only 6 points. And the Tigers looked like they were up on the ropes for a moment, but they're refusing to go away here in this one.
Well, Electrofist, this is a game of momentum for sure, and that is only amplified by each student section and the atmosphere of the crowd. We're seeing both these teams go on massive runs and mounting a lot of points together and scoring in groups. And it's going to be interesting to see how this fourth quarter plays out and see how each team can respond to each other.
Coach Cox and Coach Scouten have been dispatched by the officiating crew to tell the student section to back up. They're too close to the floor. But no doubt their enthusiasm will not be quelled by a few short inches of retreat. Adrian can't convert the free throw, but got a hand on it, got it back to Colin. Mahoney got it for 3. No, short. But Russ has the rebound, he kicks it out to Josh. Josh attacks the lane. He scores, but he's fouled on the floor. The basket won't count. Foul's on Bain, which is his first. It is the 10th foul, so the Tigers are already in the double bonus, just 6.5 minutes into the second half. They'll be there for the remainder of tonight's game. Josh's first free throw is short, no good. Normally a very fine free throw shooter, missed a few tonight. Second free throw is good. The Tiger deficit is 5. They set up a pressure defense. FRA gets it into Jordan. Josh hasn't guarded all the way. They get it down to Cox, and they're going to get a foul, I believe, on Russ for holding from behind. 15 foul on USN, so FRA also dangerously close to entering the bonus themselves. And traveling would be the call there. He went down, got back up, can't do that. So Adrian will throw it in for USN, who has a 5-point deficit but can cut it to a single possession on this possession. Colin handles it, gets it to Mahoney. Tigers swing it around the perimeter. Clock showing under a minute now left in the third quarter. Adrian thinks things over. Puts it on the floor now, working against the switch, trying to get around Cox. He does. He was fouled hard on the way up. So he'll shoot 2. Tigers doing well, attacking the basket, getting good looks, and getting to the foul line. The foul is on Bain. Adrian knocks down the free throw. 48-44 the margin now. Second free throw upcoming, and it is good. 48-45, USN clawing ever closer to the Panthers in this one. FRA with the basketball, and traveling again is FRA. So USN has it back, 36.5 seconds left to go in the third. Josh receives the inbounds pass from Adrian. Adrian gets it back. Josh with a beautiful reverse layup try, couldn't get it to go. Colin couldn't make the putback either. Colin gets his hands on it again. Now Adrian has it. It gets into the hands of Jordan. Jordan fires it forward to Bain. Bain traveled. Clearly, no call was made. Cox lost it out of bounds. So USN has it back in either case. Looks like an offense-defense substitution. Well, anyway, they just give Josh a short rest. Austin Kaysen checks in. Tiger basketball with 10 seconds. Adrian in no great hurry, now with 6 seconds. Offensive foul, they're going to get a moving screen. Tigers didn't need that one. Had a chance to tie it up. I think the roof would have come off this gymnasium if the Tigers would have tied it up with a three-pointer to close out the third. Instead, it's Panther basketball, 3.3 seconds left. On the other end, Cox is calling for a lob. The much shorter Russ Petty is guarding him. Instead, it goes to Jordan, who gets a shot up. It's no good. So the third quarter comes quietly to a close, but it was a furious scoring pace. USN scored the last 6 of the quarter. They trailed by only 3 as we head into the final frame. Aiden, what do the Tigers need to do to get a come-from-behind win in this one?
I think they need to group a bunch of points together and get that lead and keep it. That's what's gonna win them the game. They need to get ahead and come out firing. They need to command the game and start commanding. We'll be back right after the break.
It should be called Blue Yeti.
As the fourth quarter gets underway, it's FRA basketball. They lead by 3 points. Jordan has the basketball, gets it over to Wesley. Wesley and Casey exchange a couple of passes. Now Jordan has it again. Tigers moving well and quickly in the zone defense. Attacking now is Casey. He lost it, and he lost himself out of bounds. Tigers have it back. Another chance to tie or cut it to a single point. Colin hands off to Adrian in the backcourt. Adrian working against Tant. Now Russ has it. Over to Austin. Austin free for a moment. Didn't really look to shoot. Colin tries to get past Cox. Cox blocked it. And Jordan tries to save it, and he does. Casey with the basketball. Cox calling for it in the front court. Doesn't get it. Wesley into the lane. Used his body well to shield off the defender. And FRA's lead is back to 5. Mahoney with a little head fake, gets it over to Colin. Colin tries a 3. It's short, no good. Russ with a great rebound and putback. Oh, he did a great job to use his physical frame to shield off the FRA defender and convert the layup. Jordan tries to answer with a 3, no. Austin did what he could do, certainly giving up at least a foot of height to the much taller Cox. Was unable to prevent him from getting the offensive rebound, but did prevent him from scoring, at least for the moment. Cox is 0 for 6 at the foul line tonight. And the Tigers wouldn't mind that trend continuing. But it does not. Cox converts his first free throw of the night. And the FRA lead is back to 4 at 51-47. Second free throw from Cox is likewise good. FRA's lead back to 5, 52-47. 6:35 and counting left in regulation time. Josh gets it over to Russ. Mahoney has it now. Tigers move it around the perimeter. Max Elliott Lets a three-pointer go. Got it! Max's first three-pointer of the night. USN within 2 now. The closest they've been in quite some time. 52-50. Wesley over to Jordan. Jordan with a skip pass just as Coach Pierce calls for time. 6 minutes and 9 seconds left in regulation, and this outcome is far from decided. It is the first timeout of the evening for FRA. They have 4 remaining. USN has called for 3 timeouts and has 2 more left. Both teams standing for the 30-second timeout. And both teams break their respective huddles. And take their place on the floor. Panther basketball. With Wesley getting it over to Jordan. Getting it back. Now Jordan throws it in the corner to Casey. Casey dribbles back out towards the middle. Couple of passes exchanged. They get it down low to Tant. Tant comes up short. Cox knocked it out of bounds. The official almost called it off Max, but thought better of it. And once again, the Tigers are going to try to tie it up. 52-50 is their deficit at the present moment. Josh jogs it up the right side. Calls off a screen from Mahoney. Adrian looks things over, gets it to Russ. Now Max has it, thinks about another three-pointer perhaps, but passes to Josh instead. He got too far under the basket, couldn't convert the layup. Cox outlets to Wesley. Wesley forward to Jordan. Wesley now gets it back over to Casey. Casey gets past Josh, shoots a runner from 19 feet, got it. That was a very tough shot, fading to his left. He got it to go down. A bench warning is delivered. I heard the official say he got up and yelled at me to one of the assistants or bench players. I couldn't see what happened. The official in question conferring with everyone, and we have now decided that more basketball shall be played, for which the entire gym is indeed grateful, and the inbounds pass is completed to Josh. He gets it back to Adrian. Adrian hustles up the right, gets it to Russ in the corner. Russ over to Josh. Max sets a high screen, ball's loose on the floor, taken away. Coming forward now is Jordan. Max trying to get a block from behind, can't do it. Jordan converts the layup. FRA's lead is back to 6, 4 minutes and 50 seconds now remaining in regulation time. Adrian tries to answer on his own. Cox hit him on the way up and will send him to the line. Cox shaking his head in disbelief. He doesn't like the call. But once you bring those arms down, that call's going to go against you every time. Adrian will shoot 2. He converts the first. 56-51 is now the FRA advantage. Second free throw spins down, nicely done, 56-52. FRA leads by 4. Let's go over to Casey. Casey tries a long 3. It's short, it hits the top of the backboard. Comes back to Tant. And he got the shot to go down and was fouled. Foul's going to be on Josh. Tant converts the three-point play. FRA's lead is 7 points now, and USN needs to get back into the scoring and quickly. Adrian brings it up the left side. Tank guards him there. Max has it at the high post now. Gets it to Mahoney. Mahoney trying to get free from Jordan. And they're going to get Jordan for a hand check. And Mahoney's going to shoot two. The cheerleaders call for Mahoney to sink it, and he does. 59-53. Nicely done for Mahoney. He makes both. 59-54. FRA has the lead. Jordan and Wesley exchange a couple of passes. They get it to Casey in the corner. Casey over to Jordan. Jordan with a one-hand shuttle to Tant. Tant one dribble, picks it up, gets it back to Jordan. Casey tries a 25-footer. Good! Big-time shot from Casey there. FRA's lead is 8. That's their largest of the fourth quarter. As we cross the halfway mark. 3:45 left. Adrian tries to answer for three. He's got it! USN refusing to go quietly in this one. They trail by 5. In desperate need of a stop. 3:35 and running. Attacking the baseline is Casey. He spins back out. Throws it out to Wesley. Wesley looked at the rim for a minute but pulled it back down. They get it to Jordan. Jordan with a skip pass. It's too far. The Panthers turn it over and the Tigers have it back. Trailing by 5. Adrian bounces it into Josh. Then Adrian hustles over to the right side, receives a pass from Josh there. Face left, goes right, gets into the lane. Shot no good, but he's going to go to the line again. Fouls on Holmes, and that'll be his 5th. So Jordan will check back in as Holmes is disqualified with his 5th foul. Adrian stands at the line. 2 left-handed dribbles, a spin. He lets it go. It hit every inch of the iron, wouldn't go down. So the margin remains 5 for the moment. He missed the second one as well. Cox has the rebound. Wesley has it, gets it to Jordan. Wesley gets it back. Inside 3 minutes now. Deep 3 from Casey. No good. Max Elliott soars for the rebound. Mahoney and Casey got tangled up a little bit. Each wanted a foul on the other. Instead, Josh takes it the other way. They wave off the basket. And this time it'll be Josh to the line for 2. They didn't give him the basket. 2 minutes, 48 seconds left. The foul is on Wesley, and that is his 4th, so he too is in danger of disqualification. Meanwhile, Josh knocks down the first free throw, reducing the deficit to 4 points. Second free throw gets the shooter's roll. 62-59, FRA has the lead. Wesley gets it to Casey. Casey standing 45 feet from the basket. Coach Pierce calls for time. 2 minutes, 31 seconds left in regulation. 62-59 is the score. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. One stop and a score for USN could swiftly tie this game, but the stop must come before the score. Tigers will be on defense. Coming out of the timeout. It'll be Jordan to throw it in. Cheerleaders in the student sections urging the Tigers on. They get it into Tant. Tant looks for a bit of help. Can't find much. Tiger defense right there. They get it over to Wesley. Wesley looking things over. Scoots around Avery. Looked like he might have dragged the pivot foot. Shot was altered and came up short. Stretchin trying to go all the way himself. He pulls up from 8 feet. Short. Gets a hand on the rebound. Can't bring it in. And catching it and falling harmlessly out of bounds is Casey. And the Tigers will get it back, trailing by 3. 2 minutes, 9 seconds left in regulation. Russ to throw it in. Throws it to Josh. Josh over to Mahoney. Mahoney, one dribble, picks it up, gets it to Russ. Josh flashes through the lane, gets a pass from Russ. Kicks it back out. Mahoney with an open 3 to tie it. He's got it! Mahoney got it, has tied the game at 62. The students have to be restrained from rushing the floor. There's much too much time remaining. 1 minute and 40 seconds now. The Tiger defense in a full sprint. Jordan tries to answer. He does not. Adrian has the rebound. 1 minute 30 now. A great crescendo arising here at the Sperling Gymnasium. Kicking it out is Josh. Russ has the basketball. Using a high screen from Max. Gets it to Max. Gets it back. Spinning around the perimeter now. Mahoney and Josh side by side. They separate a little bit. Adrian has it. Coach Jones slows them down. A certain amount of quiet comes into the gym now. 1 minute and 5. Josh attacks the basket. He's fouled on the way up. That foul's on Tant, and will send Josh to the line, where he'll have 2 attempts to give the Tigers their first lead since 12-11. A long time ago. The first free throw from Josh is good, and the Tigers indeed do have that lead at 63-62. Coach Jones, in a last whisper to Colin, says, stay disciplined. As Josh makes the second free throw, and Colin checks in for him. Tigers by 2, 1 minute and 3 seconds to go. Clock running. Jordan with the basketball as we're inside a minute now. Tigers all having their hands up on defense. Wesley working hard to free himself. The zone has him stymied. He gets it to Jordan well away from the basket. Adrian got a hand on it but couldn't steal it. Jordan gets it in the corner. Casey tries a 3 for the lead. He's got it. Mike Jones calls for time as the FRA cheers come to their feet. FRA leads by a single point, 65 to 64. Scoreboard showing 34.5 seconds remaining in regulation time in what has been one of the greatest games you could ever hope to see. Tigers trailed by 8 points 3 short minutes ago, but have come storming back. They took a lead briefly at 64-62, but now trailed by a single point. They have the basketball. There's tension everywhere in the gymnasium. Even the cheerleaders look a little nervous. In the student section, there's a lot of spastic motion, indicating the nervousness that is coursing through them right now. Coach Jones breaks the Tiger huddle. Adrian will throw it in from under the basket. Josh is guarded by Casey for the full length of the floor. Now Casey retreats. Clock running with 30 seconds. Josh steps back, gets it to Mahoney. Mahoney to Russ. Russ over to Adrian. Adrian back to Josh. 20 seconds now. Josh gets it to Russ. Russ over to Adrian. Adrian for 3. It's off to the right, no good. There's a foul on the way up. They say it hit the table. The high bounce off the rim hit the cable, which gives the ball to the defensive team. Panther basketball with a 1-point lead and 13-5 remaining. They don't get it into Casey. It's deflected by Josh. 12.9 left in regulation time. Tant has it again under the basket, where he'll look to throw it in. Josh guarding Casey. Casey sets a screen. They switch it. Casey with the ball. He's free. Mahoney fouls him from behind. 10.6 left in regulation now. It's going to be 1 in the bonus for Casey. Mahoney has 4 fouls. The student section giving it all they've got. But a miss is not forced on the front end of the 1-and-1. FRA leads by 2. The Tigers have 1 timeout remaining if they should want to use it. Second free throw is good. FRA by 3. Here comes Josh with 10 seconds. Over to Russ. Josh gets it back. Josh for 3. No. Colin with the putback. No, they've got to kick it out. And it's taken away. And the Panthers win. Tough loss for the Tigers as they get into the handshake line. Aiden, give us your last thoughts on this one.
What a game. This game had me sweating, and I'm up here just sitting and watching. I mean, everybody was going 100%. You could really tell that both teams wanted it. The atmosphere of the crowd, really, if you were here, you could really see that how that might affect the game. Both teams played their hearts out, and it was really fun to watch.
Tough loss against a tough opponent. We'll see them again. Thank you all so much for joining us for tonight's home basketball games for USN. We'll be back